this month's special edition of Community Corner. In this series, we focus on great work being done by people and organizations here in Northern Nevada that make it such a wonderful place to live and work. I'm Angelica, your host, and today I'm here with Alex Stettinski, the Executive Director of Downtown Reno Partnership. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
So tell us a little bit about how the Downtown Reno Partnership came about.
So several years ago, the community got together, tried to reassess what Reno is all about, what needs to be fixed, what's working really well. They created a so-called task force called Reimagine Reno. In that task force, it was determined that Reno is amazing, except for downtown. Mm-hmm. Downtown Reno needed some TLC. They looked at other models. They went to Sacramento. Sacramento has a business improvement district that's been around for many years, very successful, very established, and they were very impressed with the results that they produced. So they decided, let's bring it to Reno and let's give it a try and see how a business improvement district in Reno would make a difference for downtown.
One of the things that we talked about earlier was your ambassadors. Tell us a little bit about that and what ambassadors do for our city.
So the Business Improvement District has actually three pillars. Just want to make sure that everyone understands that. We're not just about the ambassadors. We have a marketing program that is here to promote downtown Reno, to make sure that the image is changed over time, that people are encouraged to come back to Reno, to downtown Reno, promote our businesses that come to Reno, and make sure that people know about the offerings that downtown has. That's number one. Number two is economic development. So also working with developers, property owners, with investors. We work with EDON, the overall authority for economic development, and we are focused more, zooming in on downtown, to make sure that we get the right businesses to come to downtown, to make sure that we become a resource with information. What kind of new developments are in the pipeline? How many residents do we have in downtown? What are the demographics that are in downtown? Information that we can feed to investors and developers and hopefully have them attracted to come to downtown. And the third pillar is the ambassadors. That's the most public, the most visible of our programs, of course. We have 18 ambassadors, 16 regular hospitality ambassadors, and 2 so-called social outreach specialists. They are out in the field all day long in basically 3 shifts, because we work from 7 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock in the evening, 7 days a week. So it takes turnover time because everyone can only work for 8 hours. So we have about 5 to 6 ambassadors deployed right now at any given moment. And they're out there to meet and greet visitors, to give them recommendations, to give them visitors maps. We work with our CBA and other organizations to make sure that we have materials to pass out. We educate the transient community. You know, when COVID happened, for example, we gave out flyers to educate them on what COVID actually is and what they can do to prevent the spread of it. We look at cleanliness issues. We report any type of cleanliness issues, graffiti on the walls and things like that. We collect shopping carts. Our ambassadors have collected over 800 shopping carts in 1 year.
Oh my goodness.
So the ambassadors, to wrap it up in a nutshell, are there to make downtown Reno friendlier, safer, and nicer for visitors and residents and businesses alike. They are also tending to the homeless community, and that is right now one of the bigger issues in downtown. They were able to actually place 33 formerly homeless individuals into long-term treatment programs and long-term housing.
Wow.
Within 1 year. It's a drop in the bucket if you look at the numbers that we have, but it's still 33 individuals taken off the street into programs that hopefully gets them back on their feet.
Wow, that's definitely huge, something to talk about. Is there anything else that you feel you've seen changes here in Reno because of the partnership that you have? Anything that you are probably very proud of?
I was very proud of the rebalancing that we're able to do in downtown. You know, we have events every year. Usually we have a really robust event season. Unfortunately, this year didn't happen because of COVID. Last year, you know, we were walking around. I was walking around with one of the council members, and just talking to people that have been coming for years to Hot August nights, displaying their awesome cars. And we were just talking, it's like, how do you feel? You know, did you notice anything different? And 5 or 6 people, unrelated, told us, yes, we like it better. Something has changed. Reno looks nicer. It looks cleaner. And they couldn't really put a finger on something specific, but they noticed a difference. And that really made me proud. I felt like, okay, that it's being
You're making
noticed.
a difference.
We are absolutely making a difference. Now, COVID put a damper on it.
Right.
You know, in March, within just a few weeks, a lot of the work that we've done was reversed. And that was just circumstantial. It was downtown became a ghost town. Everything was closed. Nothing was available. Homeless individuals didn't really have the kind of shelter space that they needed because of the social distancing situation. So the shelter that we had on Record Street, which was too small to begin with, became even smaller. So we decided to open the event center in the middle of downtown, which was great as an emergency solution. But it attracted everyone into the core of downtown, and there were no other places for them to go during the day, except for roaming around downtown. And it changed the face of downtown again. And we are now working really hard to kind of unravel this again and bring it back to a balanced environment.
Do you have a website in which they can find your contact info?
We do. Downtownreno.org is our website. In addition to that, we have a newsletter that we produce every month. It's very carefully curated. We don't spam people. We don't give out the email addresses that we collect. So if you go on that website, downtownreno.org, there's a wedge usually that comes up after a couple seconds and that asks you, would you like to sign up for our newsletter? Please do so. We will not spam you, I promise, but we will give you some rich, important information about movements and developments within the downtown core if you're interested.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to sit with us today. I know our viewers and our members love hearing from you. You attended our membership meeting, and we just had so much great feedback from that. So again, thank you so much for the time and sitting with us. And
thank you so much for being interested in what we're doing. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Thanks. Well, that's it for this special edition of Community Corner. Be sure to join us next month when we speak with Diaz Dixon of the Eddy House and his new acquisition, Hope House. It's a wonderful space for youth, homeless youth, and you won't want to miss the episode. Until then, watch any of the episodes that you have missed on our YouTube channel, RSAR Realtors, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any episodes moving forward. That's all for now. Bye.